So before we get started, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold2. This was the phone I picked up probably last, September-ish, somewhere around there. And this phone by itself cost me $2 grand. I know what you're saying. So you pay $2 grand for a phone. Why is that? Because it folds. Let's talk about it. So the big day is coming. We are about to see the unveiling of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3. Now, I've seen a lot of specs online and I've seen a lot of different people's takes on this device in the third iteration of it. Now, this is the second right here. This is the Z Fold 2 that I have in my hands, and hands down, I can say this has probably been the best phone that I have had. Now, it is a little chunky, it is a little heavy in your pocket, and it does have a almost slightly invisible crease right down the middle, depending on what type of background you have. But I always said that this phone would have been perfect if they added a stylus to it. And from what I'm hearing, it seems that that will be coming in the third version of this device. Now, I can't wait to get my hands on it just because I like gimmicky kind of stuff. And in my original video about this, I actually said that this is a gimmicky type thing. But as I used it, it kind of grew on me. I mean, you got facial recognition, you got fingerprint scanner on here, you got 4K video, you got 1080p video, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, all those big numbers. What are we saying? We're saying that this phone is capable of doing anything that your Samsung Note phone will do, that your Samsung Ultra, your S21 Ultras will do, with the exception of that zoom, that awesome zoom that the S21 has. You pretty much can't beat that. But when you talk about iPhones and OnePlus and any other phones that are out there, this phone can do all the things that those phones can do. And on top of that, it unfolds. Like the unfolding, like the ability to unfold your phone in a room, and people just kind of look at you like, hey, what is that thing? It's a Samsung. Like no other company is putting in the work that Samsung is doing to make these products like they are. Now, once again, going back to the gimmick, like it is a gimmick, 100%, but I guarantee you that other companies will be really jumping on this bandwagon very soon. Samsung is kind of the innovator, leader of this type of thing, and then other companies sit back and watch it and they copy it and they say, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We saw Samsung do it for so long and now it's our turn. Hint, hint, Apple. But I digress from that point. We are all awaiting this brand new phone. And like I said, the screen is perfect. The sound is perfect. This thing actually has top firing speakers as well as down firing speakers. That's gonna give you a full stereo sound when you're using this. I actually have a D-brand skin on the back of it just to kind of keep it nice and pristine on the back. I've only dropped this thing one time, like right on the corner. It was a very, very low fall. It was like from this chair to the floor. It just hit on the corner, no issues, no scratches, no dings, no nothing. Super hard glass on here. And the material is really, really good. You're gonna get that same 7-inch display. The bezels are supposed to be a little thinner this time, and the phone itself is supposed to be a little bit more slim and just a little bit lighter, which I can appreciate because, like I said, carrying this brick around in your pocket, it gets a little annoying sometimes. And I worked in a hospital, and it really does not mix with scrubs. Like it's just hanging around in your pocket. But the ability to get rid of this uneven hinging right here, that would be awesome. I would love the fact that they could make the hinging at the bottom more even, more supple. All the buttons are well placed. I think the fingerprint scanner needs to come up just a little bit, just because when I grip it, the size of my hand, I'm always gripping where the volume buttons are. And I gotta kind of replace my hand down here for the fingerprint scanner and then go back up. So if we could get the fingerprint scanner maybe in a different location, or even better from what I'm hearing, right there on the screen. So if we can get it on the front, That's perfect, because nobody sits around with the phone open like this. You don't need fingerprint scanners on the inside. You just need one on the outside. Unlock from there, and boom, you're open, you're good to go. Also, I never had any issue with the camera. Like, I never took a whole lot of pictures with this one either, just because of the size and the form factor. But the ability to view your content, to multitask, to do all these different things on this device that's a phone, and then it turns into a tablet and you actually have continuation on different screens. Like this one right here is probably the best device concept in the game right now. Now I will tell you that Samsung, I did the pre-order, all that good stuff. Like, you can go online, you can actually go on and say you want to pre-order this device, and Samsung is actually throwing us a bone this time. So if you want to put 2 devices up for this one, you can do it. Trade in 2 devices, and I'm not sure if you can trade in a third, but I know for a fact you can trade in up to 2 devices for this one. We're going to be looking at a price tag similar to the one last year. Hopefully they can drop it just a little bit so that more people can get their hands on one of these and will be willing to purchase one. But like I said, I'm already in line to get one right now. Even sitting right where I am, I'm in line. So hopefully I'll be able to pick that up. I'm looking forward to the show. Let me know what you think. Is this just a gimmick? Is this gonna catch on in other areas? I wanna know. Leave me something in the comment section down below. Let me know how you feel about foldable phones and where we're going in the future with these types of devices. With that being said, I'm really excited. You probably can tell, but this phone is probably, like I said, one of the best phones. I need an S Pen with it. I need it to get a little more slim, a little more pocket friendly. Let's get a little more pocket friendly. Let's slim it down a little bit. Let's drop some of the weight on it, and let's get an S Pen. Everything else was already perfect. So just leave it like it is, add those things, take away some weight, and we're good to go. Hopefully this has been able to help someone out. Maybe it piqued your interest. Be sure and hit that thumbs up button. Please be sure and hit that red button and subscribe. Until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.